Great afternoon. This session is going to be for my fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Fire signs, I have already sat before the ancestors. I've already meditated on this thing. I've already pulled the cards or allowed them to flow out so that we could just get into it and we didn't have to. I'm trying to get out because the sun and the lights and everything. We could just get into it and we didn't have to waste any time. Here we go. Fire signs. I want to talk to you a moment about you. Hold on. I'm going to open it up like this. Fire, the energy of passion. All right. And this is coming out of my handy dandy that's falling apart. Bewitching the Elements. Let me tell you something. I use this book. Wait, see? It's, That's okay. We're gonna work it out. All right. All right. So it says fire as our desires first. Let me back up because this is so important. And since the whole page is torn out, I'm just gonna hold it like this. I want you to recognize that smoke is the last manifestation before it goes back to spirit. So when we're talking about fire, keep that in mind. When you burn something, the last thing you see is its smoke. Incense create a space for spirituality, right? A sacred space. Smoke is the medium between two realms, the spirit and the physical. All right. And just FYI, because I know things and I share it with you, all fire burns at 10 hertz on a candle, right? It burns at 10 hertz. All right. So fire is passion. It's the realm of spirit and sensuality, passion, igniting that spark of life. Okay. It comes with transformation. It says unlike anything else, because fire totally consumes. All right. So when we're talking fire energy, it is the energy of eroticism. It's the energy of anger. It's the energy of frustration. It's the energy of strength, lust, anger, rage, passion, the shadow. That's going to mean something in this reading. And the undomesticated part of you. You know that part that you keep hidden most of the time, unless you're a Leo. Because Leo don't mind if you see it, okay? That part that you keep hidden, all right? Fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. That part that you don't really want people to see, we're going to talk about how to work with fire, how to connect with fire at the end of the session. Okay, so here we go. We have the first card that came out for you is the healer. And I just want to know, can you see the fire energy? Can you see the fire energy? All right. It is the number 25, XXV, right? Number 25, which 2 plus 5 is 7, the most spiritual number. All right. And so the truth seeker. And so I want you to recognize this healer. This one is a little bit different in this reading, in the way that it fell out, because it is talking about generational healing. Okay. This is the seed in the womb, and you have the 3-headed serpent. And I looked it up. Where's my phone? I looked up the 3-headed serpent just to be able to give you a little bit more information, because we know that it is the maiden, the mother, and the crone. We know that. We know it's the past, the present, the future. We could do threes all day long. The Father, the Son, and the Mother. Okay. Right? But here we're talking about generationally. It is that 3-headed serpent within. Right? Going back in generations for healing, because it is necessary for you to heal your ancestors. It's necessary for you to go into your shadow self. Come on, Spirit. I didn't make this up. These cards came flying out, I promise. Right? It's necessary for you to go into your shadow. Okay? And bring in this fire, this light of healing. It's necessary for you to do that. Because of that, I pull from my dragon oracle, okay? And we're going to get to it. I have the solitude card here. And I want you to see that, because when you start going into this shadow, You got to go in. It's you. It's only you. This is not a work that you're going to do with someone. Okay, this is work that you are going to do with and for yourself with the help of your spirit team. Okay, because you have 3 guardian angels that incarnated in this incarnation with you. Okay, so when we're going into this shadow with this fire, fire is going to consume everything that's not for your highest good, fire signs. Yes, because you've got to, hold on, I'm going to put those right there. Let me show you this. Ultimately, you have to cultivate the seed. I'm telling you, I didn't make it up. You got to cultivate the seed that is within. And in order to do this, you got to break up the fallow ground. You got to remove the rocks and the weeds and all of those things that are choke out your seed. Oh my goodness, fire signs. Okay, so we're going to go into solitude so that we can bring forth this seed. Now, here we go. The effort, what is the number? I want you to see my dragons. The number is 7. What do we have here? Number for a healing. 25 is the number 7. Let's see if I can get it in there. Okay, so here we go. We are conquering our demons. Where do we find those demons? Fire signs, in the shadow, within, right? And you are literally opening your mouth and speaking truth. Because number 7 is the truth seeker, right? It's the most spiritual number. And so now you are sitting in your power. You're sitting in your energy, in this fire energy. You see this fire that's lighting out of his mouth, the dragon's mouth, right? Don't play with me. Where my dragon at? Boom. Okay? See my dragon? Because I'm about it. All right? Fire signs. And so you are speaking these things out loud in the shadow while you're in your solitude so that you can purify. You can completely consume anything that does not meet your highest good. And what are we going to do? We're going to watch the smoke. Look at this. You see the smoke? We're going to watch the smoke because the smoke is the final stage of alchemy. And fire energy is alchemy. Okay? And so the smoke is the final stage of this alchemic change that you have created. All right? So you're going to be persistent in this shadow work, speaking with passion, with authority, right? To yourself. If you got to go 3 generations back and healing your ancestors at the same time because you have the angel of silence. Those unspoken things that have held you captive, the angel of silence has shown up to say, now's the time. You've been silent long enough. The angel has been there all of the time. This angel is a messenger, right? Do that look like a 2-winged? Okay. Well, it's a messenger that will war on your behalf if you set it in motion. But you have been silent. But you're not going to be silent anymore. Now you are going to cast away negativity. You see the serpent? Wait, where do we start off at? Right? Because you are the healer inside. Okay? You are the healer inside. You see what is looking to me like a heart right here? And the Kundalini is awakening. The Kundalini is awakening. And so you are casting away negativity. Because your power, your fire energy, Libra, Aries and Sagittarius, it becomes your elixir of life. Because emotions are always water. Fire is going to amplify. It's going to ignite those emotions, that energy in motion. And so you are constructing in the alchemical way that only fire can do. You are constructing the elixir of life that is going to purify and cleanse and heal and pull you back into yourself, because the angel of silence is now requiring you to blow the trumpet in Zion, to speak in a quiet tone to that inner me. Realize we can have adversaries. Those are without. But inner me's are within. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. Fire signs. Adversaries are without. Those are the people that come against us. An adversary, just so you know, is the word the Satan. The Satan is adversary. It's not devil. It's not two, horn red with the pitchfork. It's not none of that. It's not the devil made me do it. No. Anyone that operates, that is outside of you, can be an adversary. They can be a Satan. Okay? So the idea that there's a hell and a Satan and he gonna put you fire signs, come on now. No, it's not what it says. It says Satan. Satan, the adversary. Anybody outside can be an adversary, but the enemy are within. Inner me's. I said that real good. How do we connect with fire energy? Here we go. We light candles, The first thing we gonna do, we light candles, right? You realize candles set a tone. It sets a vibe, right? It sets the atmosphere. It gives you ambiance. Okay? Okay. We're going to light candles to connect with fire energy. All right? Because we have been separate three heads, right? And now we're healing that alchemical energy. All right? We're going to spend time under the sun, especially around high noon, lunchtime. Right? Go stand in the sun with your face. Let it pour on your face. You're going to work with red and orange crystals like carnelian. I can't reach it. I'm not going to try. Okay? Carnelian, citrine, garnet. All right? Orange calcite. I moved the table over, and so it's a little further than I'm going to be able to reach. All right? But you're going to work with those orange and gold and red crystals. Okay? To connect your own power and sense of passion. Fire signs. All right? Work with warm spices like cinnamon. Let me tell you something. Today, I was making my cup of cacao. And generally, I put a little sprinkle of ginger in there. But today, Spirit said, don't put ginger in there because ginger is fire. It activates. I'm trying to calm my thyroid down. I don't need to activate it. Okay, so working with warm spices like cinnamon, ginger, eating spicy foods, things like that will connect you to fire energy. Writing down what you want to let go. And what are we going to do with it? You got it. We're going to burn it. We are going to burn it and let the fire consume it totally. And once that thing is consumed completely, we are going to throw it out into Mother Earth. Put it under your tree. Hopefully you have yourself a tree. Work with orgasms and sex magic. Come on, we talking passion. Fire signs. Aries. Leo is serious about it. Sag are too. Right? Sagittarius. And so, fire signs, work with sex magic and your orgasms to connect with the fire energy within. Okay? Transmute your anger through working it out. Creative arts, singing, dancing, something that's creative or active. Working out, running, taking long walks. All right? To transmute your anger. It says make time to move and breathe and jump up and down. All right? Now, for my fire signs, because I love y'all. Right? We can work with candle magic. Okay? Get this book off my TikTok showcase. Get this book. Okay? We're going to carve an intention into the candle. It says dress it with your herbs and your oils. come join my Patreon if you're not already on it, and we'll talk about how to do it, right? And write your intention paper. We're going to set that thing on fire. We're going to burn this candle. We're going to work the candle. Can't just burn the candle and expect it to do all the work. No, we're going to work the candle. Fire signs. So coming into this energy, we are recognizing that we have all the power, fire signs, within to do all of the alchemical work, all of the transmutation, all of the passion, all of the igniting of our next step. We don't have to stay in the space that we are in. We are moving to the next step. I just realized all I did was oracle. So I'm going to see if, because I didn't even consider that. I'm going to see if tarot wants to say anything to my fire signs. Let me just check it out. Okay, let's see if tarot wants to say anything, because I didn't really realize that I didn't pull from any tarot. So here we go. Let's see, what else can you add to this session? Spirit, what else can you add to the session for the fire signs? It may not need anything added. Now that was too many cards. I can't do all that. Let's take the first one, Wheel of Fortune. When you do this work, everything is going to change. I can't, you know what? Let me see what all this. Yeah. Here we go. When you do this work, things are going to change. Why? Because you are the magician. You are the alchemical change in your life. Temperance. You are working through fire, air, earth, and water. No, let me correct. You're working through fire, air, and water. You are earth. All right? You're not working the earth. You're working fire, air, and water. All right, magician. And when you do this work, your circumstance is going to change. Your inner self is going to change. Wait a minute, because you know it was a bunch of them that fell out 9 of Wands. Because you've come to the end of this cycle. You see he resting with his back against the tree. You've come to the end of this cycle. Now tap in and heal. Cast away negativity and heal yourself so that you have a new beginning, Page of Pentacles. A new, innocent, free beginning, fire signs. You don't have to stay where you are. You got the power to change. You got the power to move. Did I do all of them? I think one failed, but I'm not going to get it. Okay? You have the power to move. I hope that this has said something into your shanana. I wanted it to be short and sweet, and I believe that it was. Utilize your elixir of life, okay? And make the changes. If you are interested in a full session, by all means reach out on my Linktree, linktree.com/8th house. Okay? Until we see each other again, I am 8th house goddess, and I'm sending you all of the love and the light.